All right, so we got Tom Hammonds from right here in Union Parish, Louisiana. This will be in the open division. And I used to work with Tom, so trust me, I ain't gonna cut him no slack. Great deer, Tom. Come out of Kansas? Come out of Kansas. All right, folks, like we always do, what's your score? What do you guess the score? I'm gonna cover up Mr. Bailey real quick. What do you think the score is? This is a beautiful, it's got 8 regular points. And off those 8, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna call this maybe 5. No 12, maybe 13 scoreable points. Look at this. Y'all tell me what you think. Lock your score in, put it in the comments, and we're gonna get started on this right-hand side. So Tom Hammonds, tell me about this big rascal right here.
We went up and put game cameras out weekend after Labor Day. And 2 weeks later, we came back and hunted. And we put cameras out. We put about 40 cameras out.
Ah, yeah, I remember you put a bunch of them out.
We spread out over about 40 miles.
Now, are these cell cams or are they just regular old school?
No, they're just regular old school cameras. I
was about to say, man, that's a big bill if you got all that.
That's a big phone bill, and I don't know if I'd have time to check them if they was all coming to my phone.
It'd just be going off all the time.
But we spread those cameras out over about 40 miles. And we went back 3rd weekend September to hunt. And where this deer was killed, we've never hunted there.
Really?
We put a camera out there several times, but never hunted. And always got a good deer. It's a little pocket, about a 10-acre pocket of thick woods and brush. There's a creek that kind of sections that off where it can't be farmed. And on the backside, it's got a big row crop field that don't have access to, and on the south side, it's got a big field that we don't have access to.
So it kind of makes it a little hard.
It's a sanctuary.
Yeah.
But we put a camera up on a fence crossing every year. A neighbor had saw a good deer back several years ago, and we put a camera up every year on this fence crossing, and every year we get a picture of a good deer. But the way that you have to access it, the wind has to be just right. The crop rotation has to be just right. It's just a hard spot to hunt.
Yeah.
It's one of those, there's a deer there, but it's just a hard spot to hunt. But we put these cameras up. First thing we do when we get up there, we check all the cameras, and we pick target deer. And I had actually targeted an older deer in another location, and I hunted him all week. And had a picture of this deer, but didn't have but one. I think I had 3 or 4 pictures of him, and he had just passed through. It wasn't consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So, if they're not consistent, you don't waste your time. They're just a pass through.
Yeah.
He may not ever come back again. So, didn't think, we check our cameras, but we don't pull them. We leave them out while we hunt. We usually hunt about 1 week at a time. So we go on out. I'm hunting another deer. The weather's changing. We had a little front come through, the wind switched 180 degrees. The deer that I'm hunting, I hadn't seen anything the whole time I've been hunting. My wife was hunting. She was, what's your name? She had seen the target deer that she was after, but he was across the field. So we had repositioned her a couple times to try to get her closer. Wind was messing her up after we did that. The access point was going to come in upwind, and that's not any good.
Right.
So we've been trying to focus on getting her moved around. And the week it went by, my dad had killed a deer, pretty nice deer, the evening before, and we were starting to gather up, getting ready to go home. It's Thursday. We're starting to pull cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And during the middle of the day, when we're not really hunting, during the hot part of the day, we're pulling cameras.
24 and 1/8 on this right side main beam. 24 and 1/8.
So while we go to another property 20 miles away, he takes side by side and he runs down. They had harvested a soybean field adjacent to this this field. He run through there to grab that camera. They had harvested a cornfield on the south side of this field, of this little area. And it was perfect. There was young soybeans on the only field left was young soybeans, and that's what they're feeding on.
Yeah.
So and they'll come congregate on those cut corn. So he pulled the camera. We come back. I'm still gonna hunt the older deer that I'm hunting. We're watching the wind. The wind's shifting every day. We're gathering up, fixing to leave to go, fixing to split up to go hunt. And my wife actually I'd already went through the picture, and she comes up and says, "Hey, what'd we get?" I flipped through, and another deer. Now, I thought it was the same deer. If I'd have known it wasn't this deer, I probably wouldn't have went there. This deer's twin brother
Oh, heck.
was on the camera, and we had 4 or 5 pictures of him the evening before. I said that long time deer that we saw that was here the first day, I said he showed back up.
And long tines is exactly right. Hey,
Right.
this brow tine is 8 0/8.
Yeah,
I mean, that is huge.
But I told her, she said, well, that deer's consistent. Said he's back. I said, that's home. I said, yeah. And I pulled up my weather app and looked at the wind. I said, you know what? I said, I think I'm gonna go there. I said, I'm gonna go hunt there. I said, the wind, it's only gonna be good there until this evening, be the last time.
Yeah.
I said, the whole rest of the time we're gonna be here, the wind's gonna be wrong. You're not gonna be able to hunt there. I said, but we don't have a stand, there's nothing there. So I took a folding chair, I took a pair of snips, and I got up in a cedar tree that was about 8 feet tall, and I snipped me a V in that cedar tree.
Yeah.
And got up in that cedar tree and used the limbs I snipped to kind of brush me up around another one.
P2 on the right-hand side is 12 and 5/8.
So I set up and I'm watching
got your
this.
V.
I got my V. I'm sitting in this cedar tree, and I clip a couple limbs where I'm looking through this cedar tree. It's just sitting in a folding chair, and
9 0/8.
but I'm downwind of where all the deer ought to be. Should be moving. So I feel good about where I'm at. I'm hunting. Well, small 8-point comes out about middle of the afternoon. He feeds around, edges by me. 3 or 4 does come by. They edge around, go around me. It's starting to get dark, and I'm turning. I'm watching down the deer where had been traveling up and down this creek to get to where the crossing and the fence was.
You say on hour 1, right-hand side, irregular point, 3 6/8.
So I've turned and I'm kind of facing the way that the deer have been traveling. Well, I hear a deer running down the side of that soybean field behind me, but I can't turn because he's right behind me. And I think it's one of those. There's been some other smaller deer come up. This deer runs by me, and as I'm easing my head around to look, I see this deer.
Oh.
He run by me at about 6 steps.
Oh, goodness.
I'm sitting in a folding chair on the ground. This deer runs by me right there. So I turn back around, and we're muzzleload hunting. I pick my gun up. The deer runs out there about 25 steps and stops just short of where that crossing is. So he's come around me, and he's back in front of me, but he pretty much run 3/4 of the way around me.
All right. It is a point, this one right here.
Is
yeah,
it?
I mean, it is. You see, it's barely.
Yeah,
an
it's
inch.
barely, but it's an inch.
I mean, it's right on that line.
There we go.
1 0/8 on the hour 2. 1 0/8.
There we go. 13.
So he run by you.
Run by me at 6 steps.
Whew.
I turn around, I see him. He runs out there and he stops about 25 steps. I ease up. The deer, he's playing. He's hopping around like a
puppy.
like a puppy, like a puppy playing with a toy.
Oh gosh.
And he kind of crow hops sideways, and I don't know if he's just it kind of cooled off that day, and he just felt good. So anyway, he crow hops. So he finally get my gun eased up. And he's looking right at me, but he's not. He's oblivious to that I'm even there. And so he's kind of. It's starting to get darker, and I'm in the woods. And the deer, I'm shooting that muzzleloader, and the deer is quartering toward me. I said, well, I'm gonna put it right in his front shoulder. I said, I'm gonna break that shoulder.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want him to run off the property.
Right.
We were right on the line. And so when I pulled the trigger, smoke everywhere,
yeah.
can't see. I hear this deer crashing, but not crashing like down, but crashing.
Like he's moving through.
He's running, he runs straight to me.
Oh,
And
gosh.
he falls down about right there. I mean, about where Cruz's
10
deer
yards,
is.
less than 10
less than
yards.
10 yards in front of me, he falls down. But he's run over a couple bushes and cedar bush trees to get there. But anyway, the shot, it was a good shot. It quartered, coming right in front of the shoulder, quartered out. And good shot, killed him.
Left side main beam, 24 and 1/8. So both main beams are over 24 inches, Tom.
Both the same exact.
Golly.
But then you gotta load this big rascal. This rascal weighs right at 270.
Golly. Make
So-
my mark here.
But that's it.
So Tom Hammonds, when I saw him a while ago, he said, well, it ain't much of a story, and he liked to get run over by this puppy playing monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't much of a story there, Tom.
No, but it'll have to do.
It'll do for sure. All right. Let's get the first point on this side.
It's not gonna be as good as that other side though.
Well, it's got a swag in it, Tom. That
Maybe
helps.
so.
That's going to help. But you're right. It's not quite as good. I got 6 6/8.
Was it 9?
8.
8 on that other side,
Yeah.
8 even? That's brow time now.
Mm-hmm. That is a brow time. Second point. 12 and 1/8. This dude's growing these points right in the middle of these typical points.
Yeah, it's hard to,
It is hard.
and they all got a hook on them.
Mm-hmm. They sure do. 8 and 4/8.
But this deer's twin, the deer I actually, when I got, after I got him home, was looking at the pictures, the deer that I thought was this deer, same deer showing up,
Yeah.
wasn't the same deer. This deer's twin, except instead of a mainframe 8, he was a mainframe 9, and he was a little, his tines were a little longer.
Oh man, so he's gonna be better than that.
He'll score better than this deer. Now he hasn't got but one kicker, where this deer's got 4. But he'll actually probably score better than this deer.
We're gonna go the IR1, 2 and 3/8. The next one is IR2, and it's
Get that curl in it now.
yeah, 3 and 7/8, and then this one here. 2. We can say 2 and 7/8. It's just over that 2 and 6/8, just a little bit. 2 and 7/8.
Yep.
Yeah. What did we say that our R2 was, Justin?
R2 is 3 7/8.
Let's make that 2 and 7/8. I thought I messed that up. 2 and 7/8. Let's do some circumference measurements on both sides. You gonna start on the right hand side, or you gonna start on the
Right's
left?
fine.
Right's fine.
Whichever one you tell me which one you want.
I wanted to see what these long tines was when we was telling this story. You got an idea what you think this one will score, Tom? You were pretty close on your dad's, dear.
I'm guessing he's gonna go 155.
First circumference measurements 5 and 2/8.
That is right side. Right?
Correct, right side.
He might touch 160.
Next one's 4 and 4/8.
He's gonna be a good scoring 8-point.
Mm-hmm. 4 and 2/8.
But it's, I'm not the trophy hunter in our
Oh, I
bunch.
know, Kelly is.
Yeah. But he was good, mature, good deer.
10 and 6/8.
$83 pounds of hamburger, 39 pounds of steak.
Golly. That's nice.
That's,
I'm gonna take my measurement right there. Yep, that looks like it right there. And the last circumference measurement, 2 5/8. All right, left side.
Yep, right side made a little stronger.
Mhm.
I think it's a little heavier.
5 0/8 C1, left side. 4 3/8 C2. 4 4/8. This one here will be a better circumference measurement because that
Got a little blade on it.
well, and it's deeper. It's not quite as close to the end. So it's going to be 10. Yeah, it's about the same. 10 6/8 with 5.
Yeah, his
Won't be right
main frame pretty
there.
symmetrical.
It is very. Yeah, that blade helps. 3 2/8, the last C measurement.
Yeah, about half inch or a little better.
All right, folks, what do y'all think on YouTube? What do you think the inside spread on this one is? What are you thinking? I'm thinking, I'm gonna say a little over 17 inches. Hold it right there for me, Tom.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be that. I ain't put a single tape on this deer.
Really?
Not the first one. Normally I done got them half scored by the time
I know.
let you see them.
I was wrong, Tom.
I thought you was over.
A little over, yeah. 15 and
Yeah.
5/8.
That's what I was gonna
15
say.
and 5/8 on the inside spread. All right, folks, tell the tape coming up. What do you think? Put your score in the comments. We're finna figure it out. Tell the tape coming up. All right, let's start on the right-hand side of the rack for the tail of the tape. Right-hand side has 4 6/8 inches of irregularity on it. 24 1/8 inch main beams. The longest tine is this one right here, 12 5/8. Circumferences, the base is 5 2/8, and it goes 4 4 2. Total inches of antler on the right-hand side, 75 1/8. Then you come to the left-hand side. The left-hand side has 8 1/8 inches of irregularity on it. It's got a 24 1/8 inch main beam. 12 1/8 is the longest tine on this side. Circumference measurements, the base is 5 0/8, then it goes 4 4 3. Total inches on the left-hand side, 76 1/8. So when you add that 76 6/8. When you add that 76 6/8 to the 75 1/8, you get 155 7/8. You take that, what am I talking about? 151 7/8. It's been a long day, y'all. Then you add in that 15 5/8 inch inside spread, you get a total Buckmaster score for this beautiful buck come out of Kansas. 167 4/8. This is the new leader in the Union Parish overall open. What am I talking about? Union Parish Open Division. I'm stuttering and stammering today, guys. It's late and I'm tired. Tom Hammond's brought me 2 good ones and I appreciate you, baby. Congratulations, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Guys, my name is Greg Hicks. This is Antlers and Hicks. And as always, I'm going to encourage you guys to live your life past 20 yards. We'll see y'all next time.